Hey, welcome back to the channel. My name's Phil and this is Grow Your Dough. In today's video, I'm going to be building a portfolio of 20 stocks using a factor-based approach, selecting companies that have good value and high momentum. This is called a turnaround strategy. And if you want to understand a little bit more about factor-based investing and the different types of strategies that you can use, have a look at this video, which I'm linking above, which explores how to pick winning stocks. I'm hoping to show you today that I can screen, allocate and buy 20 stocks using this approach in under half an hour. So we best crack on with it. So in the previous video, how to pick winning stocks, I identified that for the UK market, the best strategies were a high flyer approach, and I've created a video linked to here which explores building that portfolio, a high flyer based UK portfolio. And in today's video, we're going to be looking at the next best approach, which is a turnaround strategy, high value, high momentum. And you can see here in the spreadsheet that I produced as a result of that video that the turnaround strategy produced 379% in 8 years for an annualized return of 22%. And I'll show you where you can see that on the Stockopedia website. So if you go to the browse section, I'm going to go to top VM rank, which is the turnaround profiles. And on here, you can see a performance graph started back in 2013, right up to present day for the UK market, returning close to 390%. As I said, I'm hoping that I can demonstrate that I can go through this whole process of selecting 20 turnaround stocks and buying them in under half an hour. So let's have a quick time check. It is June the 1st, 20 to 3. Let's see how long it takes me. So the first step is I'm going to copy this screen and I'm going to call it UK top VM rank exceeding market cap of 400 million. And the reason I'm doing that is I know that the Freetrade basic account provides a limited set of shares, and probably 400 million is around the limit of where they start to cut off and make shares unavailable to me in the basic account. So I don't want to waste my time looking at stocks I can't buy. So I'm going to use a filter to select out only stocks over 400 million. Plus, I'm going to exclude any businesses that build portfolios themselves, and they're called collective investments. So this is things like trust funds, venture capitalist trusts. I just don't want to, we're building our own portfolio here, and so I don't really want to invest in companies that build their portfolios too. So I'm going to make a copy of that now. So here's my version of it, and at the moment it's got 3 rules. It checks for the VM rank, which is greater than or equal to 90, and a market cap of 10 million. So I want to change that straight away. So I'm going to change that to be a market cap of greater than 400 million. And you can see we're down to 55 results. And then I'm going to add a rule to do with the industry group. I'm going to add that rule. So I'm saying industry, I want to exclude any company that's in the industry collective investments. We've got 54 results. So I'm going to save that screen. And these stocks are ordered by the VM rank. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to copy all of that data, copy it to the clipboard, and I'm just going to put it in an Excel spreadsheet so I can process it. Okay, so now what I need to do is go through the list of proposed companies and identify the ones which I can buy on my platform, because it could be that I'm not able to buy all of these stocks Normally I'd look to pick the first 20, but it could be that I'm not able to buy all of these stocks on the Freetrade platform. So let's just go through now and see if I can actually purchase these stocks on the Freetrade platform. So I've got my mobile phone link. I've got the Freetrade app here. And what I can do is I can just search for them. So I'm going to go through that process now. So I can buy through a Freetrade Basic, and what I do is I just highlight it green. You can see here Innoviva has come back as plus. So if a company that I want to buy comes back as plus, I mark it with a neutral category, saying I can't buy it in the basic account, but I can buy it in the plus account. And if I just can't buy it at all, it's not listed, I mark it as bad with red. Okay, so I'm just going to go through that process now until I've got 20 candidates. I'm not going to sit here and bore you with that, so I'll speed the process up. Okay, so here's an example of a company I can't buy, although that ticker is the same. That's for a US stock. You need to check the name. That's for Aducoaguerrero, and I'm after Ross Agro, and I can't see it there. So I'm going to mark that one as not available. Here's an example that I can only buy on plus, so I just mark it in orange. Okay, so there's our list of 20 stocks, and there's some names in there that, you know, might make you feel a bit uncomfortable. Marks and Spencer's, NatWest, old companies that maybe haven't been doing quite as well. But remember, these are turnaround companies. These may be companies that have been struggling for a while, but now are starting to show signs of recovery. Let's just transfer them into a candidate sheet now. Okay, so here's our list of candidates now. Can order them by market cap. We've got a good mix, starting with a mid-sized company, a mining company, right up to a large mining company as it happens to. In terms of the VM rank, ranging from 99 down to 94. And just as a matter of curiosity, the stock rank, which covers quality, value, and momentum, we've got a range from 100 down to 80. So, you know, you could say that these aren't some of the worst stocks ever. We've got quite a lot of banks, is what I would say, which is interesting. Some of them are investment banks, whereas some are high street banks. So we'll see what happens when we choose that as a... Be interesting to see what happens as a result of that. We're very overweight in financials there. It could be that that's highlighting that there's a particular value in the financial services sector and they're gaining traction. We've got some industrials and we've got some telecoms. Okay, so the next stage is to move to the allocation stage, and I've got a spreadsheet which I can link to in the description, and this helps you with the deciding how much to spend on each individual stock. So the first stage is you take all of your tickers. Let's do them alphabetically. You can take all of your tickers, copy them, and just paste the values in this first column. Actually, I'm going to undo that. The first thing that you should do is to make a copy of this spreadsheet. So I'm going to call this UK turnarounds, which is value and momentum. Greater than 400 mil market cap, excluding collective investments. So there we are. You should now have a copy of that in your own area on Google Drive. And what you can do then is paste the tickers in. The spreadsheet will load up the stock name and the price. So then there's some instructions over this right hand side. So say make a copy of this spreadsheet, copy the 20 tickers into the column A, which we've done, and adjust the funds available to invest. So I'm actually going to invest £4,000 in this strategy. And then the spreadsheet will calculate what the target spend is on each stock. So that's just under £200. And the reason it's just under £200 is because there's a small amount of stamp duty that the government in the UK charges per transaction. And it attempts to work that out for you. And then the spreadsheet will work out how many shares it thinks you can buy of Airtel Africa so that you only spend £199 or under £200. So the spreadsheet says the next thing to do then is to sort the table by column C. So what you do is you click on this column here and sort it Z to A, most expensive stocks at the top. So that Rio Tinto costs £62.78 per share, whereas Lloyds Banking Group only costs 50p. So I want the most expensive stocks at the top, because what we're going to try and do now, there's no guarantee that the price for the share divides nicely into the target amount per stock. Actually, Rio Tinto is quite close, because £363 is about £190. It's very close. But if my stock was £150, then I might only be able to buy one share and have £50 left over. So this spreadsheet is trying to help you work that out. And the color coding is saying, you know, this is less than our target of 200. And the further away it is, then the more the color will be emphasized. So what I'm going to try and do now is, at the moment, we're only spending £3,928. So what I'm going to try and do is adjust the numbers of each stock to get these as close as possible to £200 and to spend a total of £4,000. So I can't increase Rio Tinto really, because that will take me up to £252, and I don't really want to be overweight that much. It's quite close. £190 is close enough. What happens if I try to add a share to Johnson Matthey? It goes up to £219. So it's £20 one way. I'm going to leave it at 188. What happens if I take 9 of that? 203. Okay, so I'm going to do that. That £204. That seems fine. And so I can just start trying to increase things a little bit. £34. 34 of Royal Mail takes me up to £200. That's fine. 40 of Standard Chartered. That's good. I'm still below my budget here. So I'm going to do 42 of OSB Group. For Expo, 43. As long as I stay below 4,000, then that's fine at this stage. 55. 56. 65. See, I'm getting closer and closer. Probably going to leave that one as it is. 80. What happens if I put 81? 96, 96, 108, under £10 out now, 124, 152, £7, 188, £5, 188, 252, £4 out, okay, so in theory we're spending 399.66. Okay, so I can't control the Freetrade app through the computer when I go to buy because it requires my thumbprint. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close that now, and I'm going to record the buying process on my phone and map it over. Okay, so it's 3 o'clock. We're doing well. So we can start the buying process now. So I'm going to search for the first stock, which is real. And I am going to buy 3 shares, or actually I'm going to put in a price. I'm going to put in £195. And it tells me that I can buy 3 stocks, which makes sense. So I'm going to confirm the buy, enter my thumbprint, and it goes off and completes the purchase. And it says that that cost £189.64. So I'm going to put this in because I'm just going to format the column here correctly. I'm going to put the price in because the price that's quoted here might not quite be the price that's quoted from Freetrade. And also some of these stocks may or may not have stamp duty. So as we go down this list, it could be that we still have a few bit of funds left over. And as we go down, we can adjust it to make sure that we're spending £4,000 as we intended to. So I'll go through the rest of the buying process now and I'll speed that up. It's 2 minutes past 3 at this stage. So let's see how we get on. Okay, so as I come to the bottom of the buy process now, I'm watching this price here, which is the sum of all I've paid. And we're close, just under £3,600, £3 under £3,600. So it probably means we can spend a little bit more here. Okay, so there you go. That's all of the stocks purchased. I spent £3,999.64, and the time is 3:15. So I can hear some of you saying, Phil, how come you've bought so many banks? My response to that argument is, the VM rank automated portfolio run by Stockopedia has no knowledge of what stocks are at the top. Here, the first two entries are banks, or financial services anyway, within the financial services industry. So it just buys them without any knowledge of what field they're in, what sort of business they are. And so we're going to do the same. And, you know, to be honest, there's some firms in this list that, you know, I'm not particularly keen on investing in Marks and Spencer's. I'm not particularly keen in investing in NatWest Bank, for example. But that's what a turnaround stock is. It's something that's fallen out of favour, something that's not quite gone right for it in the past, but they're starting to show signs that they can turn around. And the momentum is recovering. So let's see what happens. I'm going to, you know, trust the factor-based investing ranking system and see what happens. These aren't stocks that I would naturally pick myself. So there you go. 20 stocks bought using a factor-based investing approach focusing on turnaround companies in the UK. I didn't quite manage to complete the whole process in 30 minutes. Instead, it was 35 minutes. I think that's pretty good. From knowing nothing about the companies to coming in, screening them, finding the candidates that work best in the UK market, allocating my funds across the stocks selected and purchasing them all within 35 minutes. I can come back and review them again in 3 months' time and consider rebalancing quarterly, half yearly and yearly. What I'll do over the future of that portfolio is I'll track it in each of those different ways, rebalancing in a yearly manner, half yearly manner and a quarterly manner to see which is most effective. It's true that there's some stocks in there that I would sort of feel a bit uncomfortable holding, but the mechanical portfolios built by the Stockopedia screening process, tracking the history of that particular approach, have no ability to discern and select alternative stocks. They just pick the top 25 stocks, and that's what I'm going to do. So we'll see how that plays out. If you like the look of the Stockopedia service, I've included a referral link down below. And if you sign up for the service using that link to sign up for an annual plan, you'll receive a 25% discount on your first year's annual plan. That comes with a 14-day free trial and a 30-day money-back guarantee. And it really speeds up the whole process. As I said before, it's just like having an accountant set on my shoulder. If you sign up for the Stockopedia service using the link below, I'll get a referral fee, which really helps me to grow this channel. Also, if you like the look of the commission-free broker Freetrade, there's a sign-up link down below too. If you sign up for a Freetrade account using the link below and fund your account, you'll receive a free share worth anything between £3 and £200, and I will too. And of the shares that I've received through that sign-up process, most have been around £5. But I've had one that's been £50. So, you know, it's a bit pot luck, but you never know. You might be lucky. You might get a £50 free share. Once again, many thanks for watching the video. I hope it's been useful for you. If it is, please leave a comment, like, subscribe, all of that sort of jazz. But if not, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.